Miss Wendy Williams, how you doing?
They do. When they cheat, they are not cheating because of you. They have their own issues, and you cannot control until they deal with themselves.
True story.
No matter what you
can swing off the chandelier for that man. If he's a cheater and that's just within him, he's gonna cheat. Back to the murder from mamas. Listen, if you are new, subscribe. If you're old and you watch and you don't subscribe, today's the day. Subscribe, sis. Subscribe, bro. Okay. Get these sisters where they want to go. Okay. So today we're going to talk about our lady, one of my favorite gossip columnists or whatever you want to call her. I mean, she's now a big thing, Miss Wendy Williams. How you doing?
They do.
So Sarah, how is Miss Wendy doing? Because I've been listening lately, getting ready for her movie and her biopic and her documentary, and just hearing the inside story about this husband of hers. I mean,
she is hitting the waves, girl. She is, and she's not holding back.
Yeah.
This, reminded me of how much people really go through and we really don't know what's going on. Because she would come there with her husband holding hands in public, and there was so much turmoil that was going on.
Yeah.
Remember, she said she knew the husband was cheating on her when she got pregnant.
That is so crazy. A big ring. She'd always show her big ring and how in love she is, and because she loves diamonds and she loved that was humongous ring. And you always, I mean, as a chick watching, I'm like, damn, girl, you got your show going on. You got this husband. You got a huge house in New Jersey. Go Jersey. So to come and find out that all this time he was cheating, and she had several miscarriages before she actually had this child. So for him to be cheating and knowing what a sensitive time it was.
Yes.
I, like everybody else, read it from the blog. So I always assumed this time that they broke up is when she actually caught him cheating. I didn't know that dude has been doing this since forever. I mean, what is wrong with people? Why would you
forever? Remember, the husband was a manager.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why sometimes I feel like there should be some boundaries, because he was a control freak. Like she was saying that even when she's doing her makeup, he would come inside there and say, oh no, that lipstick is too much. Oh, that eyebrow, like controlling everything. And the girl is the one who is bringing the money. She's the one who's bringing the business.
She is the brand. She's the brand. Because I know I used to listen to her on radio way back when she was with Charlamagne, and I thought they were great together. So when she got a TV show and he wasn't on it for years, I always wondered like why there was such a great dynamic together. And it wasn't until when she broke up with him that he was finally talking on his show and explaining on his radio show and explaining that the husband is the reason they never really went anywhere, because as you said, he was a control freak. He didn't want anyone close to him. He wasn't getting advice from anywhere else, But now here's my question. So the guy is a cheater. We know he's a serial cheater. He did all these things, horrible guy, blah, blah, blah. He'll get what's coming to him, karma. But do you think that he got this comfortable because she continued to forgive him and continued to allow him to stay and enjoy the perks? Because she was bringing in the money. She was his employer, right? So she could have kicked him out any minute. So do you think that the fact that she kept forgiving him created a monster?
She was smart enough, because all this time she was planning on her exit. Because she said she needed to have a plan of, how am I going to live? Because, I'm not just going to live just because he's cheating on me, because then we're going to have to separate to divide our money and all that. And she was not willing for her money to be spent on other girls. So I guess she was saying,
But he did continue to spend her money on girls. I mean, the baby mama, he bought her a brand new car. But she's paying him alimony. So it really didn't work. She pays him alimony. So I'll be damned if a dude is not only going to cheat on me, have a child with another woman, and now I'm furnishing your lifestyle.
Going to the extent of hiring a PI, and the PI is bringing you all this kind of crap. This is the thing. I feel like you cannot keep a man. People try doing things just to try and, keep your man and, hoping that he's not going to cheat. When they cheat, they are not cheating because of you. They have their own issues, and you cannot control until they deal with themselves.
True story.
It doesn't matter what you do for them for their birthday. She was hiring a private jet for the husband to just go have a joint with Snoopy Dog. Listen. It doesn't matter what
you can swing off the chandelier for that man. If he's a cheater and that's just within him, he's gonna cheat. And a lot of it is probably insecurity. It could have been a man who did not observe healthy lasting monogamous
Right.
relationships in his life. It could be
Yes.
whatever, his insecurities, whatever the case. But no, you're right. You cannot change a person just based on that. And again, you cannot buy a guy. She was buying him cars. They have a beautiful home. This guy could afford to have a beautiful apartment for his side chick in Fort Lee. That's expensive, honey. Okay. And all this is
Yes.
Wendy's money. All this, all the
Yes.
guy has to do is wake up, tell her, do this, do that. You look beautiful, honey, and money in his pocket. I mean, now, by the way, this is the other thing. Kuzana mtu does not mean he'll stay with you. Okay. I believe that it might have been, I know she desired a child. It might have been their way of stealing their relationship, but look how dirty he played her. And then this side chick who now has his kid, if you listen to Wendy, she keeps saying he's been doing this forever. And she's not the first chick to get pregnant by him. She's just the one who kept the chick because maybe she thought she had the golden egg. She's about to find out.
Yes.
A guy who's never
Yes.
worked his whole
Yes.
life, now he'll start working, honey.
I don't know. I mean, is that love really? I mean, did she love him so much that she was ready to condone everything for 20 some years?
She says it, and the sad part about it is, one, she says she loved him so much, but two, she says she will never love the way she loved him. Now that makes me sad because I feel love is a beautiful emotion, and I think if you enjoyed it so much with this person, you should open your heart. And I know she's hurting right now, but I do hope eventually she's able to open up her heart and allow someone else in who can love her properly, because love can be with the right person,
Yes.
a beautiful.
Yes.
thing.
Yes. Like this Kevin took her to a rehab. She did not choose to. He's a guy who said, no, you're going there. Now listen, if she was doing any cocaine and all that, then they were doing it together.
Sis, I believe, actually, here's my theory. I have a conspiracy theory. I
Yeah.
believe he's a pothead. She talks about it. He smokes all the time. They smoke together.
Yeah.
She went into the coke. She may have been doing that alone. I believe it was his way kind of to control her, because her drug was deeper than his, right? Coke is not like, you can walk away from weed, you can function.
Yes.
But once you get into coke heavy, it kind of takes over your life. So I feel that was kind of his way to kind of control her. Right? Like she's dependent on this.
Yes.
I can say this and blow up your spot and you're famous, whatever, and your whole career is in my hands, kind of thing. And I'm taking care of you. And sis, I wouldn't be surprised if when he had sent her to rehab, he had his little side chick up in her bed in her house.
Of course. Of course. Are you kidding? You think he was gonna be lonely? And listen, Kevin is a handsome man. Listen, he's gonna get anybody on the. Oh, yeah, he is.
He's all right. I mean, I love a bald-headed man, but
But you know the way Wendy, she has a big personality, and you don't expect somebody to control her, right? When you look at her, but she was saying, while Kevin wasn't physically abusive, he was very much so emotionally abusive and verbal.
yeah.
But you see, sometimes we put so much focus on physical. As long as mtu anichapi, you cannot be sour.
No, they can definitely control you more with mind games. And once they get into your psyche, they know you in a personal level. 22 years is a long time to be with somebody. So you know my weaknesses. And once you know that and you're able to tweak that to your advantage, no, poor lady. Actually, I actually feel really sorry for her.
Yeah,
that must have been really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And sis, this is a lesson to check on your sisters. Hata wale tunaongeanga sana, like me and mamdomo. So when I'm going through shit, unless you really know me, you wouldn't notice it. So it's okay to check in, dial into your sisters and find out, hey, what's up? This is not making sense. This is not in tune. Because for someone like you said who talks as much as she does and does, she's big, she's bold, she has all these things around her, and she's able to hide that much for that long. I mean,
But she really impressed me. She really impressed me when she was talking about that her condo. She sold her condo to her mom, her parents, for $1 because she didn't want this money. She didn't want that to be part of whatever they're going to be dividing. That is smart. Compare that with Tisha, who is saying, I'm just going to leave my marriage with only $7 and I'm going to leave you this house.
But maybe that's what Tisha's husband did. Okay. That's part of the thing you're talking about. And if you haven't seen it, check out our Tisha Campbell video. That was probably what her husband did. And that's what she was complaining about, that he hid assets. And that's a quick way to hide an asset. I sell it to you. I change the title deed to this and that person, so it's not caught in the divorce. I'm still, though, highly upset that Wendy Williams has to pay this man alimony. Me, I don't know. I now understand when people stop working just so you don't pay. Because it's not, I don't see how I'm paying for this dude to still go. And you're going to pay them to continue to live their life in which they're accustomed. So you're not paying him whatever you want. You're paying a high life to be able to continue to live in luxury.
Yes, with a girl and the baby.
But he's been dating this one for 15 years. So sis, you've been married 22 and you've been dating someone else for 15.
Can you imagine? And she says And she was saying that she was ready to forgive up until when the baby came up. Like, because of the others, I guess they were just having, abortions and all that, and they were not ready to have a baby. But once this one had a baby and a baby was born, I guess that was when she decided, this is it.
That's deep. That's deep, and deep for a woman who struggled with fertility, and deep for a woman who would have had other children if she could and couldn't. And here you are impregnating the whole nation. I mean, sir, Mr. Kelvin, wherever you are. Listen, call us for a chat. We want to know, what the hell are you thinking? You could have lived large for the rest of your life. Now look at you. Now look at you. Signing leases for rent and stuff when you owned a home.
I mean, listen, people should value themselves, because if she loved herself, if she knew who she was, and, I think she would have moved away from this situation a long time ago.
Yeah.
She did not need him to be Wendy.
Yeah.
And also remember, sometimes also they get jealous. Remember, everyone is just talking about your wife, and you're just there at the background, the shadow of, sometimes you feel, no, I'm going to get somebody who's going to bow down to me. And so you get somebody, you degrade.
That was it for him, right? It takes a certain kind of man to be the woman who's that loud and everybody worships.
Strong woman.
So maybe these other women is where he felt power, because to them, I mean, he had the money, he had the car, he could control them. Yes. That's what it was. I mean, either way, man, I don't condone the cheating. Listen, if you're tired of me, pack up your bags, sign the divorce, just go. Go. It's okay. Go about your business. And certainly, if you're going to sleep with other women, wrap it up. Do you know how many diseases there are out there, including corona? I did hear her say that part of what she stuck with him was for her child, because she knew she was up and about and running and doing all these things that she has to do, and she wanted someone to be there to go for his soccer practice and to go to, So again, that's a black woman.
She had the money. She had her parents. The kid would have been taking care of the parents. She had the money, she would have hired a nanny. That's no excuse. It's like you saying, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to stay just because of, no.
I guess
self-love
was the best. Yeah. But you're right in that. Now, what did the son observe? What did he see? Because if this dude was that bold around her, I mean, how many of these babas carry the children at your mempeleka out Sunday, and then they meet the side chick over there? No, it's not the life for me. I'm sorry. I'm good on that. All in all, I'm happy for her. She seems to be doing well. She seems to be recovering well. But not all of us have those kind of bank accounts, So, but your life, there is no amount of money that it can equate to those years you have lost. Just having someone tear you down, because they tear you down, whether or not they do it physically, they wear you out, and your best years are now given. Come on, 15 years.
That's a whole long time. My goodness. And those are the prime time. That is when you're prime. That's when you're ambitious. You're out there doing. Listen.
Oh, so no. Now listen, guys, let us know. Have you heard this story? What do you think about it? If you were Wendy, what would you do? Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next time on the More.
Bye-bye.